Manchester United fans turning on Gary Neville in their thousands. Most of them asking that question. Why does Gary Neville hate Manchester United so much? Seems like a stupid question to even ask, doesn't it? Gary Neville, Mr. Manchester, always backing everything going on in Manchester. Long career under Sir Alex Ferguson at Manchester United. He should be loving Manchester United. But recently, and probably in recent months in this Premier League season, Gary Neville has seemed to be, according to Man United fans, and there are a few occasions that I myself, a United fan, have pulled Gary Neville on certain things he said. Gary Neville seems to be going in a lot harder on Manchester United. And there is obviously the Michael Carrick situation right now, and everything he said against Michael Carrick, even though Manchester United comfortably qualify for the Champions League under Michael Carrick. He's turned the team around, 11 wins in 16 games, still doubts there with some of the old Manchester United players that are pundits now, in particular Gary Neville, as he has said himself. But the majority of the decisions going along in games, and Gary Neville's in-game commentary is being pulled up by so many Manchester United fans at the moment. So why is it that he is going against United so much? Now, I was at the Nottingham Forest game, so I didn't hear Gary Neville's commentary. I didn't listen too much of it. I just watched highlights and seen the goals and the key incidents. I know he's had an opinion on the VAR incident with the handball for Bryan Mbeumo. We'll talk about that in a moment, but most fans actually feeling like Gary Neville is he's overly supporting other teams, or it seems that way. He's just trying to be neutral. He's trying to be a co-commentator and seem like he's not biased to Manchester United. But has he overdone it? That's the view of many fans online. And when the VAR incident came about for the Bryan Mbeumo goal, second goal for Manchester United against Nottingham Forest, Gary Neville went to town, and this is where a lot of Manchester United fans have actually gone in on Gary Neville, and you should listen, you should see some of the comments and reaction to this Gary Neville rant as well. I've got a few online here I'll go through, but first of all, Gary Neville and what he actually said after Cunha's goal. This is where I can see lots of Manchester United fans having an issue with Gary Neville. Honestly, that is ridiculous. The VAR has been clear. The player has handballed it. He looks at it for 3 minutes, and then the referee has looked at it for another minute. I can't believe what I have just seen. That was handball. I don't know what to say. I mean, honestly, when you look at it, you would already expect something like this to be looked at in detail because it was close to his body. Obviously, they had to look at it. I don't think it should have taken as long. I do agree with Gary on that sense of it. But someone in that position, in punditry, in commentary, should at least look through the rules before they go to the job. Commentators and what they do and the preparation and the work that they go through for each game is being well documented and talked about. It is meticulous. They look at everything. I think co-coms need to do more work. And before they run their mouths on this, and I think this is why so many United fans have got it in for Gary Neville at the moment, because it seems like he's not even looked into it and thought why it was given. He's automatically jumped to why it shouldn't have been given. It seems like he is just trying to make these crazy remarks for clicks and for publicity. That's what United fans are saying. I only have to look through, and this is just a post on X talking about and quoting what Gary Neville said. The first 5 responses to this on X online, and I know X can be a bit toxic sometimes, but obviously Gary Neville is on there as well himself. He knows what it's like, and this is the reaction that he's getting right now. F. Gary Neville, go support Liverpool with your boyfriend Carragher. These are the sort of things that are coming out online now, and this is the abuse that Gary Neville is starting to get because of what he's talking about in games and his commentary. His in-game commentary views are always against Manchester United for clicks and views. Another one there, proving that he's just doing it for clicks and attention. And Gary doesn't deserve to be a United legend with everything he has done after his playing career. He criticises everything and everyone. Another one here. Shut the F up, Gary. You will get another Sky contract. No need to... I won't say the last bit, but it's in the line of sucking up to the people that employ him. Just take that. Is Gary an effing idiot? Is another comment that's come out. The ball struck his thigh before hitting his arm, and Mbeumo was not the one who scored, so cannot be counted as a handball. Or was he blind when me? When Mings had that handball against us, then Barkley scored in the same phase of play. People automatically then bringing back other incidences that have happened in the Premier League. And look, it's obviously a major talking point at the moment. Gary Neville is at the forefront of everything, it seems, in football at the moment. Obviously, there is the Finalysis app. He's been buying up other YouTube channels as well, and he's just everywhere. And I think people have just got a little bit fed up of his opinions, in particular Manchester United fans, in that he has overly gone neutral on everything that he's said, just to make it look like he isn't being biased to Manchester United. There is actually a petition online at the moment asking for Gary Neville to be taken off commentary on Sky Sports. Can you believe that? I mean, the world in which we live in now is crazy online, as everybody knows, but I don't think Gary Neville's helping himself one bit here. It's the fact that he jumped straight to the obvious instead of looking into it and being unbiased like he has been with everything else against Manchester United. It's a constant jab at United, and that's why he isn't going down well at the moment. Why is there this hatred all of a sudden, it seems? Look, I know Gary Neville loves Manchester United. He loves Manchester. It's his boyhood club. He supported him as a kid. He wants the club to do well. I fully believe this. I really do. But I don't get this commentary and the way he is talking about certain incidents that happen in games at the moment. I can understand why fans are angry with him. They're bored of him. It's the same every single time. And look, we've seen the images of him and Carragher celebrating Manchester United goals and all of them videos. Why is it just the Liverpool game? Why is it just Manchester United versus Liverpool when that happens? It just seems to be like it's all towards the pundits at the moment and their reactions. And like Roy Keane gets it, Micah Richards gets it as well. Obviously, we've seen Jamie Carragher get clipped up also on certain things. But these former pros that played in a different era, I don't know what it is with them at the moment, but they're not looking at the game the way they should be doing, I don't think. That's just my opinion on this. And quite clearly, I'm not the only one that's thinking this. But the onslaught from this weekend, and like I said, I didn't even listen to what he said. I'm just going off quotes for Gary Neville, but he does seem to have been making a little bit of a pig's ear of what he's saying at the moment. And maybe Gary Neville's got too much going on. Maybe he's got his fingers in too many pies, because we'd expect a bit more from co-coms and somebody to actually know the rules before they actually start talking about just their opinion of them. They're the professionals. They're supposed to be giving us that service. They're the ones that are supposed to have done all of the research and know exactly what's going on in the game. We're all confused with VAR. It's an absolute sham. One thing I do agree with, which every pundit has said, is VAR is a joke right now. The rules change all of the time, and it's difficult for anyone to understand them. But if you are in a position like Gary Neville is, former Manchester United player, you've got to at least say why. Why would they be looking at that? Why are they not giving handball? It's clearly handball. Well, the rule has been there for a long, long time about it ricocheting off a body part onto the arm and that not being handball. The rule change on if it's a handball accidentally in the build-up to a goal, as long as the goal scorer hasn't handballed it, that also has been in this season, and that's not a handball. Why do they not know this? But I think, look, we're trying to analyse the game the same way that they are. We're looking at all of the details as well, but we're not getting paid for it. That's the difference here. And this is why I think everybody's going in on Gary Neville on this. But on top of it, the anti-Manchester United takes at the moment, I think, are winding people up. It's not all the time. And like I said, I do believe Gary loves Manchester United. I do. I've seen him plenty of times talking up Manchester United and what needs to happen. And there are a few things that we all agree with Gary Neville on. But at the moment, it's just gone the other way. And it seems like any chance, and this is how it comes across. I'm not saying this is what he's thinking, but it comes across like any chance he gets, he's having a jab at Manchester United constantly. I don't know what it is. Is it jealousy that Michael Carrick? Because this is, I think this has happened more since Michael Carrick has actually taken over United. Honestly, I don't get it. I don't get why he's gone this way. I mean, he's not on his own. Paul Scholes, Roy Keane, of course, as well, having their say. I mean, everyone would think that Manchester United were where Spurs were right now, the way that they all talk. You know what I mean? Like, we are third. We have won 11 games in 16 under Michael Carrick, and comfortably in the Champions League places. 9 points ahead of Liverpool. You'd have thought it was going completely south with Manchester United the way that they're talking. But look, Manchester United under Michael Carrick, we keep doing it. And maybe it's because Michael Carrick's not reacting to anything. It's not good TV. Michael Carrick just says it as it is. I love him for that, by the way. He's brilliant the way that he puts things across, Carrick. And it isn't entertaining. No, it's not. But do we care as Man United fans right now? No, all we care about is where we are in the league and United being successful. But, I mean, Gary Neville, I'd love to ask other football fans that are watching, do you think Gary Neville is over the top with what he does? Because a lot of Man United fans at the moment, and I know that there's this connection to United and Gary Neville, and he's got into punditry, and he doesn't want to seem like he's biased and stuff like that. But is there anyone else out there, get in the comment section, that feels that this is the way it's going? They are making headlines, deliberately making headlines now, just to be clipped up and just to get that exposure some more. Is that the way it's going? You tell me, because people have talked to me loads about this and messaged me directly saying, have you seen this? Have you seen what Gary Neville's saying again? So I've done a video on it today just to gauge exactly where everyone else is at. Let me know. Get into the comment section below, everybody, and let me know what you think of Gary Neville at the moment with everything going on. Have you joined a petition to get him off Sky? I think that's a bit too far, to be honest. But has he gone too far? Get in the comments below. Give the video a like. Make sure you hit the subscribe button here on Adam FC. I'll see you all in the next one.